Hello guys, what's up? This is Short Talking. Welcome back to my channel. So today video is about the use of Crestoria, and we'll be talking about the new banner we have now, premium summons for summer timid characters. We have to talk about a lot of stuff here. And first of all, is the developers didn't exactly say that they are limited. Well, they say that this banner will end on some point. You see here, available up to 31 of July, but they do not say that they are limited. They may or not be added to the normal pool. So this is the most important thing on this game, because right now we don't know if we can awaken some of our characters without using dupes. And this is the kind of the most important thing I want to learn right now, because it changes how I will approach the game in the long run. And well, besides that, they are talking here about the information on their memory stones and also their status, but all the information is not here. We need to go to other page. And you can see that they are also talking that they do not have the voice action because they couldn't dub the game yet because of the coronavirus. So this is something that we have to accept. So guys, here, let's just discuss this. You can see that we have the animation from their mystical arts on the right. We have Veigue. He is an earth elemental that uses great swords. And then we have Kanono, a great sword as well, and wind element. Well, I have something to say about this two units, so let's just go here on content so we can check it out. Before we talk about all of this, right, first question, are you a fan of these characters? Because if you are, there's no way someone like me should tell you if you choose someone for them or not. Are you a fan of summer timid characters? Also, there's no way for someone like me to tell you if you choose someone for them or not. But so, even if I say that these characters are good or not, in my opinion, I would never summon for them on this moment on the game. Because, like I said, we don't know if they are limited, we don't know if we can use other materials to awaken that are not so costly, and I think we should wait a little more on this game. Also, we should just give some feedback to Namco, because not knowing if we can awaken these characters easily in the future will be detrimental to the state of the game. A lot of people will not summon because of this. Like me, I won't be summoning because of that. But without further ado, let's just check the characters. We have Veigue first. Veigue is a great sword user from the Earth element. Well, and he's also a character that is built to be a combo maker. He has a very high HP, below average attack, and above average defense. Very nice for defensive stuff, but guys, most of the content on this game will want you to have better attack, because everything needs to be cleared as soon as possible. The bosses have lots of damage, they get stronger very quick, and on raid, if you do not have too much damage, you won't be able to get too many points and you won't get the best rewards, and playing defensively doesn't seem all that good. So besides the status, we have here the passive skill that can only be achieved by awakening to the max, that it's 11% plus defense to earth allies. I don't like this. And 5% chance of getting the longsword allies cooldown reset after use. You see, he wants to be on a squad that it's earth and longsword. We do not have this yet in the game. We can make a full squad of that. So maybe they are thinking for the future. I do believe on this game they are thinking about standard balance through all the characters they release, at least till some point. So there's no many power creep. I think they are following this route. I may be wrong. So now about the mystical art. Glacial Caliber is 150 attack, hits for 30 hits and all enemies. Seems interesting, right? But when you look that on the standard banner, we never had many characters that have AoE or attack all enemies, even on their mystical arts. Not many characters can do that. I think only Estelle can hit all enemies with her mystical arts, besides some other exceptions. And look at the AoE. 270 points to get this guy to unleash this beast. Also, when you get this without fully awakening, it will be probably something like 110% attack, meaning that it's very close to what he does with his normal attack already. And you have to wait at least 4 turns to be able to unleash this beast. If you are using him on the content that Earth is strong, you get 10 more OL by every new attack, so meaning that sometimes you have to kill some enemies and even do some critical hits to try to trigger this on the 4th turn, but you usually be able to trigger this only on the 50th turn. And if you are thinking about arena PvP, it's too long of a cooldown to try to use this skill effectively. Well, The first art is called Dragon Fang Cleave, and it's 15 hits, 1 enemy, cooldown 5. I do not like this, and it's something that bugs me. They made all the combo characters in this game with long cooldowns, so they cannot be able to just keep increasing the hits onto all turns. Maybe they work for stages where you only need to clear 3 waves, and you can do that by 3 turns, because when they use their skills, they do nothing. They just stand there living, they do not do much damage, and they will wait for the cooldown to get back, and it's too much. Same for R2, it is 10 hits now with a very similar power, with 180 instead of 107, only one enemy as well, but 10 hits, cooldown 4. Normal attack is 1 hit. Well, I think that this guy here is competing with another character that we already have, Yuri. Yuri is not a longsword user, but he's a normal sword user from the earth element, and he's also a combo maker. You can see that he has a very similar status actually. Very similar, alright. But he has way better passives in my opinion. The 10% increase to all allies, it doesn't restrict you to be using a different type of weapon. And then he gets 10% attack to all earth allies and 20 hits. It's good because he can build hits, so it's okay. His mystical art is very nice because he has 230% damage and 38 hits. That's a lot. That will increase the damage of all other members in your squad. The all-way is pretty high as well, meaning that 4 or 5 turns to unleash this beast. But he has Shining Fang drop that it's way better because it only has a cooldown of 2. Veigue does not have that, and he has 4 and 5. Here is 2 and 5. Maybe you had 2 times to increase the damage by using Shining Fang 2 times instead of one that only has 4 cooldown. Okay, so this is why I don't like that much Veigue. I don't like him. I would not grade him as well as Yuri. The only good thing about him is in the Memoria, because it deals in critical damage 120 plus. You can see that on raid this is important, because when you break the boss, you will be unleashing critical damage all the time. It will be a guarantee for critical. So getting more damage on raids is especially important to get better rewards. So I think this Memory Stone is good, but I don't believe this will be restricted to this character. I think other characters will also have this. So Veigue, in my opinion, is kind of skippable. He will not be an S tier. In my opinion, he will be a B tier when comparing to other tier lists. I still have to make a full tier list guide. So, well, this is my opinion on this guy. So now let's just talk about Kanono. Kanono, well, Kanono is more interesting. I think she's pretty awesome in actually. You see that she's more built towards attack, but she has very nice defense as well. She's very balanced. She's a character that tries to be a mixed bag. You see that she increases attack for all allies, it's not much, 7%, and 10% defense of winged allies. But guys, remember, you have to get this character awakened to max before you can use these passives. And we don't know if they are limited. While we still don't know, thinking about using this skill will be a little hard for most people, because summoning 5 duplicates and using them all instead of using them from Memorial Stone, using them all to the character is not for everyone. It's only 7% chances of getting one of these characters on one multiple, so, well, just take my notice. And let's talk about her mystical art. It's just like Veigue, she attacks all enemies. You can see, again, they did this because they want these characters to be better for Arena, where people will keep summoning for. This is where the money comes. Arena, competition, and she is better for Arena when compared to Veigue. Especially because she has an all-way of 190, and she also attacks all enemies. Very nice. The power is very similar. She does 160, and Veigue does like 150, I think. Yeah, 150. So she's better than him because she's faster to release this attack. She has better attack already, and it's a little more damage when compared to the power of the skills. So it's also easy to do that, to get to 190 if you are trying to attack enemies they are weak to your attacks. So I do believe that getting this skill on turn 3 will be very easy, in my opinion. There's also another way to get more all-way by getting some Memory Stones. Even herself, she gets a Memory Stone that increases her all-way. 24 points is very nice, will make her even easier to reach the max to unleash the skill before turn 4. And let's talk about her arts. Art number 1 is 170 damage with 4 hits, 1 enemy cooldown of 3. It's not the best, but it's at least something that gives lots of damage, does not really build, but it's average. First aid is a heal spell. That's amazing because we have first aid with Estelle. She has a little difference here that 3 turns cooldown to release this first aid with 50% HP healing, and Estelle is very different because she has a 4 turns cooldown for first aid with 55% healing. So they are very similar on the healing, but she is faster than Estelle. But Estelle is not only that. Estelle has her mystical art for healing that's pretty amazing. That's what she is just praised for. But in some battles that you have difficult times when facing some enemies, maybe bringing the two together will work very well in your favor. In some content like towers, I do believe they will work together well. Okay, so let's get back to Kanono. And Kanono is, just like I said, a mixed bag. She tries to increase attack and defense, and she will be useful for content where you need healing and can also inflict damage. And her normal attack is only 1 hit. This is the last thing that we needed to talk. And she doesn't have any competitor. There is no one that is exactly like her. We have some other healers, but not exactly like Kanono. I think she compares more to Micella. Micella also has a healing. Her healing is also very similar, 45% of HP, 3 cooldowns, and she can also be used for damage. The very difference here is that Kanono has more attack and more defense, but less HP when compared to Micella. They are from different elements, so they will not clash. You can use them together. You usually be using them on different squads. So I think this is it, guys. This is my opinion on the 2 characters. Kanono E for me is like an S tier or A+, something along those lines. And Veigue is exactly a B tier in my opinion. He's not so good. He doesn't really beat Yuri on being a combo maker. And this banner is still not something that we know for sure if it's limited or not. So, well, I don't know if you should summon for this. I will suggest you not, but it's on your hands. This video is only informative. Thank you for watching this. Please subscribe if you haven't, and we see each other in the next video. Bye.